LFO Pro is a 6 LFO multi-modulation effect and easy sidechain ducking plugin for volume, bass frequencies and high frequencies, as well as 2 global filter LFO modulators and a pan LFO modulator. You can chop, gate, slice, pan, and sidechain your sounds, effortlessly constructing interesting, complex and flowing rhythms on the fly with just a few clicks while cleaning up your mix at the same time. All 6 LFOs can run in sync together or independently from each other on different timings, helping you achieve everything from intense volume pumping to focused and transparent rhythmic frequency carving. Combining all 6 LFOs is a surefire way to come up with amazing new sounds and rhythmic ear candy for your productions. Let's take a look at how it works and hear it in action. In the top section of the plugin, we have the 3 ducking modulators, one for the low frequencies here in blue, one for the main volume in red, and one for the high frequencies in green. The large viewport in the middle is shared between all 3 of these modulators, and you can swap the view of the screen for each one using the correlating colored buttons here, directly above the main window. Please note that the modules are only active if the text in the tabs across the top are lit. When bypassed, the tabs are grayed out. All of the curves in the center window are fully customizable. Simply grab the nodes and move them around to apply the timing that suits your project. You can left-click to add new nodes, right-click to remove selected nodes, and using the rollerball on your mouse or your trackpad, you can add curves to any line that you wish for a smoother modulation. An infinite amount of nodes can be added, giving you full control over sculpting your sounds and allowing you to achieve everything from controlled automatic sidechain ducking across all frequency bands to complex gated and chopped rhythms. LFO Pro comes with 80 categorized presets, all of which can be modified, renamed and resaved. We'll take a more in-depth look at those later on in the video. Let's look at the controls now for each section. Each section has a drop-down menu where you can change the speed of the modulation. They can all be synced together or run totally independent from each other, giving you an endless amount of interesting and rhythmic options. The volume section in the middle has an amount control, which controls the amount of ducking that will be applied to your sound, and also a smooth control, which blends the curve of each modulator between a hard cut or a more gradual fade. You'll notice that the side panels have one extra control for frequency. Here you can dial in the exact frequency range that will be ducked for both the lows and the highs. Now onto the bottom section of the plugin, where we have 3 more modulators. One controlling a low-pass filter on the left, one for the panning modulation in the center, and one for a high-pass filter on the right. All of these sections contain the same controls for smoothing, amount, and the drop-down menu to choose the different speeds, but they also all have a second drop-down menu where you can choose from a selection of wave shapes for your modulators to follow. You will find sine wave, triangle, saw, square, and random, as well as a custom panel where you can create your own personal wave shape in the same way as we did earlier in the main screen. The filter modulators also have both frequency and resonance controls for you to dial in the perfect range for your modulation. Again, all of these modules can be run in sync or on different timings to each other, now giving you 6 completely different modulators all inside one plugin. Experiment with using different combinations of these together to find endless unique rhythmic variations for your productions, turning even the most static sounds into pulsing and lively, interesting textures. Let's go through some of the presets now and hear what it can do. In this simple demo project, I have some long drawn-out notes played on a pad sound alongside a simple drum loop so that you can hear both the timing and the full effect of what LFO Pro is doing to the pads. Let's hear the pad sample without any processing first. And now I'll flick through some presets to add different rhythms to the pad sound.